Hello everyone. If only you could see the setup I have here. It's night and I'm usually doing my YouTube videos during the day. But you quickly find out that without light it makes it hard to shoot a video. So I have a reading lamp on my desk, and I have it pointing up at the ceiling right now, because if I was to go like this, it's blinding me and the viewer. So anyway, I am fighting a cold, so I got my Powerade and my cough drops. Where are you? Cough drops, and my bottle of respiratory stuff and water. So I'm fighting it as best I can, but yeah, I had to make this video because I finished The Last of Us, and it will most definitely be one of my Game of the Year. It's going to be on my top 10. I can't say if it's going to win because, well, we'll get to that when Game of the Year time comes. But yeah, it is emotionally draining in the best way possible. And I'm gonna raise my chair up. There are characters that die that you don't want to see die. Something happens right within like the first half an hour that had me just totally upset and disgruntled, and I was like, oh no, this can't happen. So yeah, it is an emotional roller coaster, and it's, if you like Book of Eli and The Road, Mad Max, movies like that, then I strongly recommend The Last of Us. It is a chilling and I wouldn't say chilling, but it is an immersive, emotional ride. And there aren't a lot of games that have a story like this game. And even though there are a lot of low-resolution textures in the game, it looks pretty butt ugly at some points, but there are other points that look pretty good. If anyone ever questions the PS3 processor, I tell them to play The Last of Us, because the particles floating around in that game look amazing. They have what they call spores, and so if there's a body or if a zombie throws some kind of weird thing, it will it just kind of fills the air, so all this shit's floating around, and it just looks incredible. The snow looks incredible too, and it's a beautiful game. Granted, sometimes it doesn't look so beautiful, but when it does, it really does. And of course, it has that amazing snow that we saw in Uncharted 2. So this Naughty Dog, they're known for making good-looking games. They have embraced the kind of green apocalypse. It's not like, a lot of movies, the apocalypse, everything is dead. So, like, Earth is black and nothing's growing. But if you look at, like, Chernobyl or something like that, everything's green and overgrown, and they've done a bit of that with this. In front of windows, grass growing out of the carpet where the rain has fallen and sun's hit it, and like buses will be overgrown with plants and stuff, and it's like blinding me. I can't take it. So yeah, it's a beautiful game, and I like that kind of overgrown scenery. It's what we see in movies is not always accurate to something like Chernobyl, where they did have a nuclear disaster. So yeah, I mean, the acting is really good. The music is really engaging and keeps you into the story. Like I said, the storytelling is really compelling. the faces in the game are some of the best faces I've seen. Like the facial animation, and when someone's really going for you and they're gritting their teeth and you two are fighting it out, the emotion is compelling. Uh, I just I cannot recommend it enough. Um, it's maybe not my number one, but it's damn close. And we'll try to do a Game of the Year podcast mid-January. I've actually been going back and forth with some other dude, and he seems like he wants to join me for the podcast. So, he seems more like a Battlefield 4 guy. Hopefully, I can ring some other. This is me ringing a rag. I can ring some other video game knowledge out of him. Some people just have their game that they play, and that's fine. They save a lot of money on games. I buy all these games to play, so I'll have something to talk about on the podcast. But anyway, I'm gonna hope to make a podcast tomorrow. But as I said, I'm sick, and it just kind of depends on this dude and if he's willing to do it. And one of my other guys, I said last time I did a video, he's unavailable for. I think he's just coming back. So maybe, or he'll be back after the new year. I don't know. But, and, other guy, I'm not, McChubbers has been a valued commodity on the podcast. But I haven't spoken to him since our last podcast. So I need to see where he's at. And if he's not, going to do the podcast, then I will need more people. I mean, I need more people anyway. So, please send your emails to videogabe0083 at hotmail.com. I'm sorry, at gmail.com. That's videogabe0083 at gmail.com. And I will read those and hopefully put them on the podcast as long as they're appropriate. I would like to have an email segment at the end of every show, so the more emails the better. And I'm hoping for the day to come where I get so many damn emails, I will have a whole podcast just for emails. So, but that will never happen unless you guys email me. So share this YouTube video with a friend. Share the Video Gabe podcast with everybody you know, because God knows I'm not, making money on this thing. I'm spending money. So, at any rate, thank you for your support. We will shoot for tomorrow, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It is the holidays after all. People are still kind of busy doing post-Christmas stuff and gearing up for the new year and drinking a whole lot. I got a bottle right here and another bottle right there, and a couple empty bottles on the dresser. So we've all been preoccupied. So anyway, that's all for now.